episode of Comics Review. I'm your host, Kevin Starkey. The first comic I want to talk about this week is Silent Hill: Past Life. This is issue number 4 from IDW. This is the final issue also of this series. Takes place in the 1800s, after the Civil War. I've talked about this one before. It wraps up the story in this issue, and I have to say I was disappointed in the ending. The whole way through it felt very confusing. I kept hoping it was going to get to a nice wrap up in the end, and it got to the end and I was just completely lost and confused. So I'm kind of disappointed. The artwork in here I love. I mean, the style, they did a really good job with that. The writing's just very strange, and I don't really understand what happened in the end. It's very vague. I mean, the whole way through, his wife is pregnant, and there's this Indian lady who shows up, and there's something going on with her and the wife, and then the husband, he's got his past is coming back to haunt him basically, and his wife's calling out to him. It ends and I'm just completely lost. I don't really know what's going on. I hate it. So I hate to say that, but they did a terrible wrap up on that one. The next comic I want to talk about is Jennifer Blood. This is issue number 1. This is by Dynamite Comics. Garth Ennis is the writer on this, and Adriano Batista is the artist. When it first started out, I thought, I wasn't, first page, it's all girly looking in here, and I thought, oh no. This is a journal. Basically, the main character here, she's a housewife by day, and she's a cold-blooded killer at night, and her family doesn't know about it, and it sounds like it's only going to be for like a week, and it sounds like she's going after her uncles, and boy, it's really cool. She's got this hiding place in her house where her husband nobody knows about, and she has like all these guns and weapons and things, and it sounds like she gives the family some kind of drugs at night so that they will sleep, and she doesn't have to worry about them wondering where she's gone to. And so it's almost like she's schizophrenic, but she's not. But she has life, at night she puts on a wig, she looks completely different, and then she comes home and she has to do all the housework and all the cooking, and it's like she and her husband wants her to be with him and stuff, so she's having to juggle all of this, and she's exhausted from being out all night. I'm not sure. It doesn't explain yet why she's doing this, like what's the motivation behind it, and how she got all this training to be able to do what she's doing. I didn't think I liked the artwork in the very beginning. I thought it was going to be some kind of like a dream sequence, or I wasn't too impressed with the art. But by the end, I got used to it, and I didn't really mind it all that much. And it's not too bad. Pretty decent. So it's a cool comic. I think there's only going to be, I think it's a short series. So there's some cool sketches in the back too. I think there was a bunch of variant covers for this that people might try to collect. Although the place my comic shop, they didn't have very many different ones. Some sketches in the back. They're pretty cool. Here's a couple more. Neat stuff. Here's all the different covers that are out there. It's kind of cool. I'm not into buying all the different covered issues, but if that's your sort of thing, you might be interested. It's a cool series. Definitely check it out if you think you're interested. The next comic I want to talk about, this is The Devil's Trail. This is issue number 1. I had seen something about this comic on the internet, but the comic shop I go to don't carry any by this publisher. It's Creator's Edge, and I asked them about it, and a couple weeks went by, and then today I went in and he said he had it, which I was kind of surprised. I was going to try to order it online. It's kind of neat. The artwork in there is pretty cool. It's sort of a Western. The main character, at first you don't really know what's going on. It looks like there's a zombie, and he kills his zombies, and all these zombies come out after him. And then you sort of find out, it seems like he's some kind of a priest or something, because he speaks a lot of Latin, and he has sort of a ritual, and he's got trinkets that he pulls out, and he says little incantations or whatever. And then you find out there's another character. He wears black, and every time he speaks, there's these black bubbles. He's almost like a devil kind of a character. I'm not really sure what his story is yet. And then the main character, he comes upon this house, and this little girl's there with her mother. And apparently her mother's sick or something, but he comes in and he says, let me see what's wrong with your mother and try to help her, and you stay out here, don't come in, whatever you do. And he starts, pulls out a Bible and pulls out a couple of other things and starts saying these things in Latin, and she starts convulsing. It's almost like she's got some demon in her. And then the little girl comes in there and he says, I told you not to come in here. And then the mother stands up and she goes over to the daughter and she's gonna kill her or whatever. And he shoots the mother. He didn't want that to happen. And the daughter, surprisingly enough, she cries a little bit, and then she's okay. And the mother bit the guy's finger off, and the daughter sort of helps him, gets him water, and he burns with a hot iron out of the fire on his finger where it was bitten to try to get it to quit bleeding and stuff. The artwork in here is decent. It's not great. It's definitely not beautiful or anything like that. It's okay though. It's pretty decent. The writing is good. It's a neat story. I'm not sure how these two characters are going to come together at some point, but I'm sure they will. This devil character, he's in a bar, and it looks like he killed some of the people in there. And he doesn't have any eyes. He says he explains to the bartender that he was born that way, and then he's looking for souls. And the bartender says, "Oh, you're a preacher or something like that." And he implies that he's not a preacher, but anyways, a lot of the people in that bar end up dying. And there's a saloon with a bunch of dead people laying around. It's a neat series. Hopefully I can keep getting this. I hope my comic shop will be able to get them for me. But yeah, check that out. It's a really neat. If you can get it, maybe you have to get it online. I'm not sure, but the website is www.creatorsedgepress.com. So check them out. Then the final comic I want to talk about is Silver Surfer #1 by Marvel. It's a 1 of 5 series. It's I know I'm not a superhero collector, but I used to collect Silver Surfer back in the 1980s, and I saw that this was coming out, and I thought I might check it out just to reminisce or whatever, see what's going on with Silver Surfer these days. The artwork in here is good. The writing's real good. Galactus is in here. Silver Surfer comes to Earth, and he gets involved trying to save some people. I don't think I'm going to get the rest of this series. It didn't do anything for me. It was kind of cool to see Silver Surfer, but it's really not. It just really isn't for me. Good, great artwork, and the writing's decent. All that. If you're a Silver Surfer fan, pick it up. You'll probably love it. I wasn't too thrilled with it, but it was decent. It's just not my thing. And real quick, the rest of the comics I got this week. Here's Memoir #2. It's by Image Comics. That's a good series. It's really neat. I can't wait to see it. I haven't read that one yet. This is Twilight Guardian #2 by Top Cow. Yeah, that's a neat series. That's sort of similar to the Jennifer Blood, but the girl is very she's not violent yet, and she's pretty much, it's a boring version of the Jennifer Blood kind of, but it's kind of cool. Here's a creepy, kind of disturbing one, Night of the Living Dead. This is issue #3 by Avatar. Kind of a strange comic. I don't know if I'm going to keep getting that one or not, but it's pretty weird. The Suicide Forest #3. This is by IDW. That's a really cool series. Kind of manga. Takes place in Japan. Pretty cool. Here's The Scourge #3 by Aspen. Yeah, that's a cool series. Edge of Doom is by IDW. It's kind of a weird, almost like a Twilight Zone kind of a thing. There's all these weird little stories. It's pretty cool. I'm enjoying that. Here's Cyclops #4 of 8. That's by Archaea Comics. That's a neat one. I'm really a fan of the author and the artist on this series. Jackman and Matz. Matz is the writer, and Luke. I'm probably saying his name wrong. These guys are French, so I have no idea how to pronounce their names. Here's Star Wars Knight Errant #5. I think that's the last one in this series. That's a good series. It took me a while to get into that. It's very I know about the Star Wars movies, but I haven't really read any of the novels, and I don't really know all the extra characters that are out there. So when I picked this up, everybody in it was people I didn't know, races I didn't know, Jedi I didn't know. So it took a while to get into it, but I went back and reread everything, and it's actually quite a good series. Here's Magdalena #5. It's another Top Cow comic. That one's kind of neat. I'm enjoying that one a lot. And then here's the last one here, The Walking Dead Weekly #7. I love these, so there's not much to say about those. And that's it for this week. Please leave a comment here on YouTube or over on my blog at twodognight.net and let me know what you're reading this week. Have you read any of the stuff I talked about today? And I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.